Hey everyone! Welcome back! I am back today with more Doctor Who, and I'm very excited, you guys. If you're joining me early today, it means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much. And as always, you know I'm sending you those big old hugs right through the screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in that description down below. So I really enjoyed the last episode of Doctor Who. Of the two one-shot episodes that we've gotten so far this season or series, I think I prefer the last episode. It felt really, it felt like a Doctor Who adventure. It felt like, you know, something that I'm a little bit more used to in terms of just the style and pacing of the episode. It felt like just a good old, like, you know, we're going to have a historical adventure with an alien twist. And I found the story about Tesla to be, like, oddly, like, really captivating. And it made me wonder a lot about him and, you know, in real life. And I haven't looked too much into it, but from a couple of things I've seen in the comments, I mean, some of the stuff they put in there was pretty accurate. So it was for a fictional retelling of the story, my understanding is it was fairly accurate in a lot of spots. So that was really cool. I honestly did not know, like, here's Doctor Who fulfilling their original purpose of being like a historical educational show for me. But I really enjoyed it. It felt like Doctor Who. And I know it's not necessarily, you know, too fair when somebody else is trying to come in and kind of have things in their own style and leave their mark, you know. I try to be fair about, like, okay, well, it's going to feel a little different. It's a different doctor, it's a different writer, it's different, you know, but I really feel like maybe they're starting to hit their stride a little bit more with this particular series and genre. So I liked it, in short. I really enjoyed it. So as of this episode, I believe we are at the half-point mark of the season or series. I'm really curious to see how much more we'll get now I'm confusing myself. This series about some of the things that we started off the season with, like the Gallifrey situation, the Master, the Timeless Child, things like that. So I'm very curious to see, like, are we going to get a lot of a resolution to that this season? Or is that something they're going to stretch out a little bit farther? So, all in all, I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun. Looking forward to seeing where it's going. So what do you say we get started with this next episode of Doctor Who? Cue TARDIS noises here. Let's go. Really love the stylization of the intro. I know I say that every time, but every time it kind of wows me. Oh, okay.
No presents, just a cake.
Yeah.
You've got me a cake.
Yeah, I'm all over the cake.
Dude, you better be on that cake.
There's an image.
Aw, this lady's so nice. Oh, look at the doggy.
In 1216, the cathedral hosted the coronation of King Henry III, and he was only 9 at the time. They filmed Harry Potter here too. Oh. Yeah, well, plenty more of that came from. Tour start at 10, 12.
You won't try anything.
Alan, we've talked about this.
Oh, I know you're with Lee, but you deserve better.
Oh.
You know there's something wrong there.
Is that an actual dossier?
Yes. Ruth, I'm telling you, I hear things. They don't call me All Ears Alan for nothing.
It's not a nickname if you give it to yourself, is it?
Oh, no, it's not. Oh, but why do I get this feeling he might be right? Here we go.
You are looking for him? Where do you go? Home.
Oh.
Why? Why not with us?
Her face, though. Oh. Oh my God, Jodie. Oh, she's.
Because you ask too many questions.
Ooh.
Oh, you mean because we're worried about you?
What? They're preparing to beam down there. A platoon of Judoon. Near the moon. They can't do that. They've got no jurisdiction there.
The rhyme, though.
Right in the centre of Gloucester. I'm not having that. If I can match, who even are you?
No, her knitting!
That took me 9 weeks.
That's you. No, you don't. You don't do that. You don't do that to a yarn crafter.
What's this?
You will be catalogued.
I will not. Stay away from me.
No. She worked so hard on that.
Field perimeter and maximum strength.
You killed her. I've come to get the cake that I've ordered for Ruth's birthday.
I've got it right here. Special birthday message to her.
Oh, burn! Sick burn.
What is the matter with you? Why don't you laugh? Oh, I'm gonna say that. That's the worst cake I've ever seen.
Oh!
Ruth, I've been looking everywhere for you. Have you seen big lump?
Please don't. No, please.
Assaulting an officer. Sentence. Execution.
No. I liked him. He was quirky.
Which clearly states that any potential arrestee is entitled to arbitration with a third party. Isn't that correct? Liaison Officer Khan. Absolutely correct, 100%. Rule 12. Massive imperial
She was
regulation.
born for this.
So you will give us... Hang on, where's Graham?
Hello?
Have you
Oh.
lost him?
He's not my
Where'd
responsibility.
he go?
He's always a few steps behind. I'll stop checking.
4 minutes 30.
Oh.
We haven't started yet. Come on.
Oh no, what happened to him? Oh, where is he?
Don't move. Seriously, not a muscle. Come and enjoy it. You can get excited now.
Ah! Are you kidding me? I thought the voice sounded familiar.
We met. Still cheeky. Regeneration kit. How you been, Doctor?
I feel like I'm gonna pass out. My heart's beating so fast.
I'm about to say is true. There's
Yeah, and I've seen what they do, and that's why we're running.
So what are you doing? What is that?
a device that tells
I love the way she's like hurriedly doing it.
you're both completely human.
Yeah, but something's off with him.
Back. This is important. He needs to know the future of the universe is at stake.
Not he, she.
This I gotta see.
I can't take it. I'm overwhelmed.
You're the smartest. I can see it in your eyes. Use the fire exit out the back. Take Ruth. Get her out and make sure she's okay. I can take care of this.
No, you can't.
What's in the box, Lee? Who are you really?
It's none of your business.
Young. I like you young. Super Fox said she, not he. So you, not you.
Super Fox.
Right?
I hope you kept the receipt for the scoop.
Seriously? 3 of you? I had a dream about this once. Oh, hold on to something.
Explain.
I'm sorry it has to end this way. You got so close to escaping. Faithful companion.
Oh.
Do I have to spat? It's a violation of your contract.
Incorrect. Contract stated retrieval of fugitive. Fugitive identified.
Oh no!
Biological shielding decrypted. Fugitive positive.
What? Ruth! What in the world? Did she know she was a fugitive?
Back up, or Daddy Rhino form gets it.
Working with some low-rent equipment here.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
Oh, she likes some mouthy then, huh?
Yeah, one up from cheesy.
Ooh, okay. He's my favorite.
Woo! Why are you
signature.
Tell her. Beware the lone Cyberman.
What?
You don't know what a Cyberman is yet, do you?
No?
No, they
Are
don't.
they?
An empire of evil. In ruins right now.
I'm your best hope of finding out who you are and staying alive.
Oh, no. No, it's a terrible time for this to happen.
What are you seeing on?
What a pretty lighthouse, though. Oh my goodness. It would be pretty cool to live there, but I don't know, it might be kind of isolated, like she said. But gorgeous, though. Good lord. Uh-oh. Break glass. Oh, no. Oh, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Oh. Uh-oh. What?
You're probably a bit confused right now.
Yeah?
I broke the glass. It's all come back to me. This. That's my ship.
What?
What?
Let me take it from the top. Hello. I'm the doctor.
Oh! Are you kidding me?
I'm a traveler in space and time. Love this.
Are you kidding me? What is happening now? Oh my god.
Come on, old girl. Too sleepy. I told you, love. I'm the doctor.
You can't be,
Yeah, why that?
because I'm the doctor.
How would she not know
You
that?
have got to be kidding me.
Ouch!
Really?
Yes. What? No. How did I end up like you?
You don't. You're in my future, not the other way round.
Huh?
I've never been anything like you. Trust me, I remember, especially that shirt.
So would I if I'd ever been you, which I haven't.
What?
What in the world?
That's why the Sonic didn't pick it up, and Lee was your protector.
Well done. You're only 5 minutes behind someone who just had their memory fully restored. 5 points.
Don't do points, I do points. Points are my thing.
This is amazing. I have no clue what's happening, but this is amazing.
Do not get involved, because if you really are me and Gap figures that, she'll kill us both.
I gotta say, she's kind of awesome. I'm real confused, but she's kind of awesome.
Fugitive match positive. Fugitive match positive.
So they really both are.
Is there even a word for how dumb you are?
Doctor?
Subject one trigger.
Time strings before you get anywhere near Gallifrey.
What did you say?
Huh? What?
I serve for the glory of Gallifrey.
Put the gun down, Gap.
But it ends here.
Don't do this.
Oh, no, no, no. Huh? Who?
You knew that would happen. You sabotaged the gun.
I told her not to do it. I begged her not to fire. Who wants some?
The Doctor never uses weapons.
I know. Shut up.
Okay.
Now. You know what's good for you. Do not come for me again.
Oh, honey.
Hey, what happened? Where you
Oh.
been? What happened to Ruth? The Judoon things are gone.
You're never gonna guess what happened to us.
Captain Jack Harkness said hello.
What?
Beware the lone Cyberman. Do not let it have what it wants. That'll
What are they, these Cybermen? They're one of the most dangerous species I've ever encountered, up there with the Daleks.
Oh, I can't wait to meet them then.
and they're in our future.
They're always somewhere. Who was the fugitive?
Oh. be honest with them, good.
What are you talking about?
I've lived for thousands of years. So long I've lost count. I've had so many faces. How long have you been here? You don't know me.
Oh.
Not even a little bit.
Don't talk to him like that.
Yeah, I'm not having that. We do know who you are. You're the woman that brought us together. The woman that saved us and loads of other people.
They're awesome companions.
You're the doctor.
Multiple alerts across 3 continents here on Earth.
What?
Can't be connected. Unless they are. Quick look.
Yeah.
Quick look. Let's go.
You guys! It was so good!
DVD.
Alright guys, let's chat. Okay, so first of all, I will say a quick apology for towards the end of that episode, there was like some weird, like something was wrong with the file, I think. There was like some pixelation or something, but didn't really affect much. It was just kind of like little blips here and there. But, oh man, you guys, let's talk. The episode was insane! Oh my gosh, so you know how at the beginning of this episode, I was like, yeah, so that last episode, it felt like Doctor Who, you know? Like it felt... Whoa, did they bring it with a Doctor Who in this episode. We had Captain Jack. We had wibbly wobbly new previous doctors. Like, I don't know what end is up right now. But let's review. So, I would have been very happy with this being a real fun action one-shot episode with, you know, I really liked the character of Ruth from the beginning. I thought she was sweet, and there seemed to be a little something going on with the, I guess he was her husband, and we knew the Judoon were in it and everything from the title, so, you know, I would have been really happy with just a cool, fun, one-shot episode about that. Oh no. No, they have fulfilled all my wishes of just having this feel like an epic saga of Doctor Who. Oh my lord. Okay, so first we had Captain Jack, which was amazing. I heard the voice and I'm like, it kind of sounded like his voice, but like I wasn't gonna say anything right away because, you know, I haven't like heard his voice in a long time. I think the last time I heard his voice was when he was on one of the CW shows I watched. So I didn't feel confident enough to be like, oh my god, you know who that sounds like? But man, when he showed up, and of course, like they kept up the running joke with him thinking that Graham was the doctor, and he kissed Graham. Oh my god, what an epic moment. And he called Graham the Super Fox. Oh, I just love it. And again, that could have been a cute, fun cameo where he's like, hey, you know, tell the doctor I said hi, and he just like popped up and did his thing and went away, and it would have been amazing. But no. They're not going to leave it there. He warns us about this new Cyberman threat, the lone Cyberman. So apparently the Cyber Empire has fallen, but it kind of hasn't, like she was saying at the end, like these things are always around one way or another. But so we have that to look forward to. Another feels like it's going to be an epic saga of Doctor Who that involves the last Cyberman, and I have not dwelled on it enough, you know, just from like focusing on this episode to come up with any theories about what it could be, but I'm sure they're gonna be swirling around like crazy. So okay, so one thing I'll touch upon before I get to the craziness that was that introduction of that new doctor, I will touch upon this, that Jodie was great in this episode. So we had that beginning part where they're kind of talking to her about like, hey, you know, you've been kind of like, what's going on with you, you know, kind of like confronting her about this. And her face was so good in that shot. Like, she didn't even have to say anything. Her expressive face was so good. And they did find out, you know, the three of them found out that like she has been after the master, but she still didn't fill them in on what was going on. I've noticed something about Jodie Doctor, and that's that she has this like, it's fun and cute in the moment when she's like, everything's fine, it's all gonna be fine. But there's almost kind of this sad way of like pushing everything down and like keeping things and just kind of like putting on that like, you know, happy face and everything. And like I said, it's fun and cute, but there's also something kind of tragic about it. And she's kind of been doing that with the whole Gallifrey thing with her friends, companions. So I also loved at the end how, first of all, the first thing I noticed was that whole scene where she was talking to them at the end. We were not seeing her head on. We were seeing her like almost like kind of a closer like bird's eye view. There was something about that angle that made it feel very like, I don't even know, like, not like someone was watching, but I don't know. I just thought it was a clever and very different camera angle for, you know, a confrontation of that kind, to kind of have it sort of not even looking directly at her face. But I love how she was like, hey, I'm the doctor. I'm thousands of years old. How old are you again? Like, you don't know anything about me. And she kind of pulls that, like, I'm going to draw away from you thing. And what I love about these companions is they're like, no. Like, they call BS on it right away. Like, first of all, like, no, you don't talk to him like that. Second of all, we know you. We know exactly who you are. Like, don't try that with us. We're not your friends. We're your family. Oh, my God. That hit me directly in the feels as hard as it could. It was awesome. Okay, so now that I've covered that a little bit, can we talk about the introduction of the new doctor? What the actual heck? I have no idea where this doctor could possibly fit in. I think there was an episode last season where they jokingly made a passing remark about this not being the first time she was a woman or something like that. But boy, I didn't think they were going to return on that in such a big way. So I thought that the whole way that the plot unfolded was really good because, you know, at first you're like, oh, she's has something to do with the Judoon, and, you know, that was a good twist in and of itself. But then when the doctor takes up that TARDIS, oh my God, that was spectacular. And then getting to see the new, well, not new, but old new doctor's like style and everything with the sunglasses and the coat and the colorful shirt. Oh my gosh. I don't know why Jodie's doctor wouldn't be able to remember her, and I have no idea where she would fit in on the spectrum of regenerations that we know about. But we know, like, it's not impossible for them to put another doctor in there because they did it with John Hurt. I still wonder if there's something more to it. But I mean, we know that's not impossible. And also the way she was like activated reminded me a lot of when, what's his name? John Sims, master. Like we had the professor who was, activated, and that was such a crazy big spectacular twist moment. So it kind of reminded me of that. It kind of reminded me like a little bit more epic in scale, but they did something similar with David Tennant once, where like when he was with Martha, where he was like thought he was a human, and he, you know, had just like, I don't remember what the details were, but like he had just been like programmed or something to think that he was like this human guy back in like, what was it, like the 1800s or something, 19. I haven't seen that episode in forever, guys. I'm sorry, but yeah, so it's not impossible, but it does make me wonder though if there is something more to it, and it's not necessarily like a new insertion of a regeneration. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But oh my God, when did they decide to crank the dial up to like 1,000 on the show? It's awesome though. I love it. This is Doctor Who. This is how it's done. I can't wait. I can't wait to see, like, we have like a bunch of major things to look forward to. The Timeless Child, the Master, the old new Doctor, the lone Cyberman, maybe seeing Captain Jack again, because he's like, oh, I'll be seeing her. I'll show up when she needs me. And I was like, permission to squee. So, oh man, you guys. All right, I gotta wrap this up or I will just be hopped up and talking in your face all night. Thank you so much for joining me. I had so much fun with this episode. I think this might be my favorite of the season so far. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to join me next time and we will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.